Well, hello, my pretties, and welcome to Crochetober and a home for the gnomes. How are you all doing this marvelous day? Just a little tidbit of information. Told you all that I would be making Crochetober day 30 last night. We had far too much fun. We didn't stop having fun until around midnight. So today, technically, even though we're going to say this is Crochetober day 30, today is Halloween. Shh. Okay. So very exciting. So thank you all. Won't you please join me for the fun? Ooh, spooky sounds. Okay. Join me for the fun, my friends. Today, all day. So, my costume, I'm a creepy clown. That's what I was going for. Super fun pigtails. I guess we could go ahead and I'll give it a minute to talk about these bad boys right here. But anyway, creepy clown. Yes, my eyes are burning. Just in case anyone was curious. Try to get through this. So anywho, okay. Y'all. So I told y'all yesterday that I had fun things, or we had fun things, should I say, planned for yesterday evening. Let's just all be real with one another and say what day it really is. So yesterday evening we had really fun plans, but I didn't go into those details because, you know, and so I kind of did like a little vloggy thing yesterday evening. My plan originally was to add that to the end of today's video, like this one right here. I'm gonna hold it off. Excuse me. I'm gonna hold off, keep that, add some more vloggy things, and put it all at the end of this evening Crochetober day 31 Happy Halloweens video, because I think that'd be cool just to have like a little vloggy deal. It's like us driving, you can see the leaves changing, the lake, a little bit of Spirit Halloween, some pumpkin carvings, just like some fun. So anyway, kind of save that until whatever. Also, I like show the progress of my our gnome home. You know what it is now because there's a whole description. Anyway, for our gnome home, I showed kind of like me doing that and just our evening. So smush all those together just kind of because I do, however, have some photos to add to the end of this video that y'all have sent in, and also save some back for tomorrow's video, or well, this evening's video for the 31st is video. So I have some really cool ones, really cool ones both days, but yeah, some that are for tomorrow. They're costumes and stuff, by golly, you know? Okay. Dropped my paper. Bless you. Not spooky at all. We're friendly and spooky around here. Alright, so first things first. Besides the creepy clown makeup, the earrings. So each day for Crochetober, if y'all are new, you're like, what the heck, probably, because some of you may be just watching this for a home for the gnomes, so please stick with me through the ramblings. It's worth it. I appreciate it. Or I hope it's worth it. Thank you. Okay, so anyway, all of October, usually kind of skipped a whole lot of days this year, but the 5 of us, hubby, 3 kiddos, and myself, I do it weird every time, I'm telling you. Anyway, we all each have a day. We pick a fun activity, a song that's linked in our playlist. It's listed down below, and usually we do like a blanket or something and add to it. This time I have just done a fun project every day, hence the gnome home for today. Anyway, along with that, so we do music, all that, fun facts, yada yada yada, other stuff. I also have been showing either socks of the day, earrings of the day, or a mug of the day. So last night I was working on the gnome home. We got these little skeletons at Dollar Tree. They were 3 for $1, 33 cents a piece. And anyway, so yeah, there were 3 in the package, and it's like you'd make little garland out of them. And I had them sitting on the table, and Finn's like, those should be earrings. And I was just like, oh, you're right. So my earrings for today are also a project for today, I suppose, because I made them last night, or made them just a minute ago. But I had plans to make them last night, but so it was like midnight whenever we finally like chilled. So anyway, okay, very quickly before we get into all that, I'll go ahead and show you all our home for the gnome, just in case that's why you're here and you're over the Crochetober talk. All right, cool. So my friends, if you've been here, then you know there's a little place called Gnomeville. Perhaps that can be our video for the end of this. I can put like a little mini Gnomeville tour. I will do that because some of you are new. We haven't had a home for the gnomes in like a while, which is really sad. So Norm is our little mascot. He used to hang out in the background of our videos, like randomly he would move around and people would play like hide and seek, like where's Waldo type thing. Find Norm, say hello. I haven't had him back here. He's just been hanging out at Normville. I really do need to put him in the background again because that was such a fun little game. Like everyone, even Derek would watch these and like, where's Norm at? Like, oh, there he is, you know. So sometimes you couldn't find him. He's a sneaky little feller. So he is from Llama Mama Kayla, and from Norm we have kind of created a whole little situation of a town and houses and the township. They have businesses, it's up and running, it's a whole thing. So anywho, yes, so with all that said, we needed another gnome home. So we have a haunted house, we have a pumpkin spooky house, and some spooky decorations, like a spooky well and some things. Like I said, I'll add all that at the end. But we needed just kind of like a fun little happy hangout house. Something bright, colorful, something like that. So this, my friends, is our newest 2023 edition Halloween version of A Home for the Gnomes. So this is it. Now let's glory. We'll take a quick pan and then I'll explain the things. So this is from the pumpkin. It's a pumpkin, but the pumpkin is a pattern from my beautiful, darling, precious friend who I saw got her couch today. High five, proud of her. Anywho, my beautiful friend, Miss Jen at Cinnamon Stitches. If you do not know her, I don't know what you're doing with your time. Please check her out because seriously, she is a phenomenal human. She has so many super hip tutorials and fun things, and just, she's awesome. So, okay, so anyway, this is her pattern, the pumpkin. It's her new pattern for this year. She also has another pattern for a pumpkin, the other house that's in Normville, the pumpkin house. It's her pattern. So it was made with wool. This was made with Red Heart, Black Light, Super Saver. So alright, so the pumpkin, I use plastic canvas for the bottom of them so they're somewhat sturdy even though they sit on a shelf. And then I already had a black circle made. I was so excited, like looking through my things. I was like, oh, I don't have to make this. I was so excited. So I have that already made. Put it on the black canvas. Put a pipe cleaner around here. I went and got pipe cleaners. Why, you might ask? We shall find out this evening. Okay, cool. So anyway, this is the triplet of the little skeletons we got from Dollar Tree. So he's supposed to be like, it's kind of his house and he hangs out. Obviously it's, you know, gnomes hang out, but anyway, so it's like his vibe. This is this little pet, because you have to have a pet. It has eyes. I had the kids, okay, so I set the pumpkin down and I was like, what would y'all do to this? And I just let them put stuff on. So wherever they put stuff, I glued it. It was so much fun because the other ones I've kind of done myself. Like I'll ask, you know, input, don't get me wrong, but like it was so much fun because yeah, they just did it and I'm like, yeah, that looks amazing, like okay, cool. And so they're like, what if you did this, and then what if you made those into earrings? So anyway, we had a whole lot of fun. So everything on here is where a kiddo put it. So it has spooky eyes because it needed to be scary. And then this is the front door. It's ribbon that I cut and then did that, and then and decided that it needed like decoration on either side of the door. Could not agree more. So these are sugar skull buttons. And then this is a bone to pick with you. Anyway, this is just like a styrofoam bone that I had. These are the steps, like we always try to have like steps or a little walkway or something coming out of the front door. So they're like lime green buttons, pretty green marbly buttons, and a witch shoe. So it gets so cool. And then B put a ghost up on top and the little bat right there too. So I love it. So this part's kind of plain, but this is going to be the part that sets against the shelf. So you're not really going to see that anyway. I thought about decorating over here, but that always stinks, like decorating the back, because you can't see it. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. And then as we were going through all the bits and baubles, we put several little things back so I can make her some hair bows. I'm really excited about that. So we have some ribbon and some things, and I'm going to make her some super fun hair bows. So at one point, probably in November, I'll come back and show you all I guess November's tomorrow, so yeah, probably in November, I'll come back and show you all her hair bows. So anyway, one more time. Home for the Gnomes, Crochetober edition, which is always a really fun time, because who doesn't like some Crochetober? I cannot believe it is Halloween. Well, you know, the 30th, just kidding, it's Halloween. Okay, so there's that. After this we have a busy day. So like I said, I honestly, our Halloween, like our actual tonight and all that video will probably be up tomorrow. It's probably going to be kind of like tonight, where we go pretty late having fun. So probably Crochetober's finale will be up tomorrow. I hope everyone is cool with that. Hope you all understand. Like I said, I will go through and vlog things, so I may have 2 completely different costumes on in that video, because I'm going to be something different tonight, and then to be able to like dress and be cute for y'all in the next one. So yeah, that'll probably be out tomorrow, just cuz. All right, so this is the wrong side of the paper. I need to flip that over. All right, so last night, for our insanely fun spooktacular evening that we had planned, we finally carved pumpkins. I know, it's very exciting. The day before, finally got the dadgum pumpkins carved. I will put a photo or a little clip of them. I took a little video. I'll put that at least in here, and then it'll also be in tomorrow's still, but y'all can skip ahead. It's cool. You don't even have to watch it, you know? So anyway, but yes, anyway, we went just to the grocery store. Like I said, all of our pumpkin patches around us were a flop. It was not cool. We didn't get to go to spook houses. It rained. We were just like, okay, this was the other night. So last night it was like, okay, we have to carve pumpkins tonight because we do. So we went and got pumpkins. I didn't carve one. The 4 of them did. Derek didn't quite get his carved and whatever, but it's drawn on, so we're going to count it for right now. He's probably going to carve it this evening. I don't know. He may just leave it like it is. I worked on the gnome home, so technically we all worked on a pumpkin. So there's that. The whole house smelled like carved pumpkins, which is like one of my favorite smells. Like as soon as it hit me, I was just like, oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. And I've told y'all a few times that Squirrely Dan, for almost 3 years now, hasn't had any, or no, for 2 years now. Is that right? Almost 2 years now. Yeah. Has no like sense of taste and smell. Like every now and then he can, like he knows if things are like greasy or salty, sweet, bitter, like your basic things. Every now and then he smells something. It started out with like gross stuff, and slowly he can smell other things. So anyway, every time we go somewhere or do anything, I'm like, can you smell anything? Can you taste anything? So we were cutting pumpkins last night, and he was like, I think I can smell it. I'm like, what? Like one of the best smells on the planet, and you can smell it? That's amazing. So he got to smell something good, which is awesome. So another highlight, just thought I'd share. Okay, so whilst carving pumpkins and just hanging out with the family, having a wonderful time, we had we just went and grabbed some fried chicken from our local grocery store while we were there getting pumpkins. So it was like I didn't even have to cook. They didn't have to cook. It was a good deal. But yeah, so they just had fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and B made some ghost cookies. We also have our Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas cookies that we still haven't made, so I think we're going to do that here in just a minute. We're going to have a fun day. We still, technically, it's a school day for us, but we're going to have a lot of fun today. So anyway, that's going to be one of our things that we do is make some cookies. So, okay. So while we were doing that, like I said, just having a fun time, being a family, my favorite thing to do, by the way, we watched Trick or Treat, and we watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So, watched some creepy movies while doing all the things, and it was a whole lot of fun. Like I said, yeah. I did eat a ghost cookie that, I ate 2 ghost cookies that B made. They were delightful. Your baby cooks, you have to try it. So I had 2. So then, yeah, sat around, made the earrings, made the gnome home. They carved pumpkins, just enjoyed each other. It was amazing. So yes, fun time, sad by all. Okay, so on this here Crochetobers, there have been days that I've told y'all that we were going to do like unsolved mysteries, all that, blah blah blah. It was supposed to be just select days throughout the month because I haven't done most of these. Pretty much every day has had an unsolved mystery, so I hope y'all are alright with that. I know that it's kind of whatever, so if y'all don't like true crime, skip ahead, I get it. So we have our unsolved mystery, a Halloween fun fact. We talk for a minute. Actually, we kind of have our unsolved mystery, chill for a sec, fun fact, joke. Alright. So, number 2, and then tomorrow will be number 1, and we made it. Alright, so we skipped a few of them because I had to do with like straight up kiddos, couldn't hang. Alright, cool. The mysterious death of Chris Jenkins. Chris Jenkins was a 21-year-old student from the University of Minnesota who had visited a downtown Minneapolis bar on Halloween night 2002. After leaving the bar around midnight, Chris vanished without a trace. He remained a missing person for 4 months until his body was discovered in the Mississippi River. Since Chris was still wearing his Halloween costume, all indications were that he died shortly after he disappeared. Chris was heavily intoxicated that night. Since his cause of death was determined to be drowning, authorities initially believed that it was an accident or suicide. His parents refused to believe this and pressed on for a more thorough investigation. Finally, in 2006, the death was reclassified as a homicide. While authorities have withheld specific details, they claim that an incarcerated suspect told them he was present when Chris was murdered and thrown off a bridge into the river. Even though police believe this man's story to be credible, no charges have ever been filed. However, one possible theory is that Chris Jenkins could have been the victim of the mysterious smiley face murders. During this time period, approximately 40 male college students in the U.S. were victims of a bizarre series of drowning deaths. In some of these cases, unexplained smiley face graffiti was found near the body of water where the victim drowned. This led some to theorize that these deaths were connected and that the victims were drugged before being thrown into a body of water to make sure their murder looked like an accidental drowning. While no smiley face graffiti was ever found in connection to Chris Jenkins' death, investigators cannot overlook its similarities to many other unsolved cases. That's so sad. I remember that, the smiley face murders, and that whole crazy little time there. I mean, that's a lot of people. 40 people. I feel like 1 people is a lot of people. 1 people is a whole lot of people. So 40 is just... yeah. Anyway, I've told you all that I want to kind of get like back to my roots, such as Home for the Gnome videos and things of that nature. I have a You Sketch I Stitched coming up very quickly for you all. And so also with that, I want to get back to crime and crochet. Told you all a couple times I don't want to do new cases, like even 2002, way too frequent. There are people like the victims' families the suspects, families, people that it affects still out and about, and I don't want to do that anymore. After I did like the Laura and Ashley case, and then they found the guy, and then he got let. It's too much too soon. Like if it's still an active case, I don't want anything to do with it. So we're going to do old cases, cold cases, solved cases, but old cases. That's gonna be our realm for that. But I'm really excited to get back into crime and crochet. Again, won't be any kiddos involved, anything too like vulgar or whatever, too like out there, just because I don't know if I can talk about it. I can watch those things, but I'm not sure if I can watch or like discuss them. So okay. Like I said, because the one we were going to do was Killers of the Flower Moon. I still have it all written up, all ready to go. Like I'd probably get at least a B- on it, like if I was to turn it in somewhere. But I can't do it. I read like this far into it and my blood just starts to boil, and the further I go, I start to itch and I just feel hot. I get so upset. I haven't watched the movie. I know it's out, The Killers of the Flower Moon, Martin Scorsese, Leo DiCaprio. It's out. I know this. I don't think I'm going to be able to watch it. I have really no desire to watch it. I know the story. I know how it all goes. I know I have people in my family that like vividly remember things from that time. Because it was like a town over from my hometown. Well, it was all around, but like where some of the things happened, like the house blowing up, things like that. Spoiler, I guess. Anyway, things like that. That was all just like right there, and I have people that remember that. It's all the same thing, too close, and I couldn't do it without just. I get so upset. Like even talking about it right now, like I'm just like, ugh. We went and watched Five Nights at Freddy's, and they had the movie poster. I've seen part of the trailer, and I couldn't even watch the whole trailer for it. They had the movie poster, and I was just like, ugh, like it hurts my heart. And so I don't think I can watch it. I dang sure can't do a crime and crochet about it, but like I said, we will have some like lighter subjects, some not necessarily lighter subjects, I guess because they're crime and crochet, but some that are just like past ones, like perhaps even Lizzie Borden, like way back, get in the way back machine type of a thing, because yep. Okay, so anyway, again, very quickly, I just want to say thank you all so much for being insanely patient during Crochetober. Thank you guys for sending in your makes, your photos, for commenting, for watching, for just hanging out again for Crochetober. I have had an absolute blast every single year. I really was hoping to get more things out, do more things. I had some more like fun crafty things that we could do together, stuff like that. It didn't happen. We did the ring reveal and then just some random stuff throughout, but nothing really fun. I did the punch needle live one time. I guess we could count that. So my apologies. So I got a message from beautiful Miss Margaret the other day that like maybe next year I could just do like a week of Crochetober and just like hardcore intensely focus on just that, and I kind of am here for that. I may do like a few, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I would love to do every single day because it's so much fun to just dress up and do the things every day. I wonder if y'all get a little tired of that every single day, if it gets a little monotonous. But since we didn't quite do all of the things, I have a question for you all before we get into our next little tidbit in this here video. We've done crochet alongs before on here. We did the spring flowers blanket. We've done some things with like Angelia, Crocheting House Mouse, my friend. Things like that where we've just kind of like added, and a couple other people, we were just kind of crocheted things, but like as far as like an actual crochet along, like I made the thing, y'all made the thing, that was probably the spring flowers blanket. Well, and in crochet, honestly, yeah, in Crochetober, like I said, with Angelia, with all that, you guys have made stuff pretty much the whole time. We've done Solvin' Ain't Easy, y'all made stuff. We've done like the spooky season in July thing, y'all have made stuff. But I was thinking, what if in the next few months, like after the holidays. Okay, next year, 2024, how y'all doing? What if we made like the Lost Soul shawl? Something like that. Like the shawl that has all the little skulls in it. Something like that. Like if we did a crochet along for something like spooktacularly based. Although we did discuss last year just doing like Halloween in July. So I guess let me know. Like, is that too many Halloween things for y'all? Would you be okay with like, say February or March, doing a spooky something? Let me know your opinions. Alright, so just a thought I had randomly last night when we were watching all the movies, and I was just like, oh, ooh, I really want to make that shawl. What if we can make it together? So I know some of you have already made it, so just let me know. Alright, thanks. So, oh gosh, it cleared out of everything. I hate it when it does that. The Kindle booted me out. Oh, cute though. Wait. Look. There's a pumpkin on it. That's cute. Good for you. Good for you. Okay. Way to go, Amazon. Alright. So, fun facts. Let's see. Let's find a decent one. We were on Spirit Halloween still, because yesterday, whenever I did the random Spirit Halloween ad and did not mean to, that was a whole thing. Like, read the fun fact, and they're like, also Spirit Halloween has amazing costumes, and I read that aloud. I swear, not affiliated. Although Spirit Halloween, I've already done a commercial for y'all. Hit me up. We spend money there. Hit me up. You know what I mean? That would be amazing. Okay, so anyway, let's see here. My internet's being all lame. Imagine that. That happens a lot. Okay, got it. Sorry guys. May or may not cut that little blip right there out. If I didn't, sorry. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. The holiday, aka All Hallows Eve, dates back more than 2,000 years. Halloween is even older than Christianity itself. It started as a pre-Christian Celtic festival called Samhain, which means summer's end. Held in the beginning of November, the feast recognized the last day of fall harvest and spirits crossing over, since they believed the veil between the living and the spirit world grew thinnest at that time. People in Ireland, the United Kingdom, and northern France used to ward off ghosts by lighting sacrificial bonfires, learned about that one last night, or anyway, bonfires, and you guessed it, wearing costumes to trick-or-treat the spirits, according to history.com. So, we don't even know her, but that's just what she says. So, okay. Anyway, let's see. We read so many of these before the years. My goodness gracious. Such as, we'll just read the tops of them so you'll know what it is. Okay, so the Irish brought us jack-o'-lanterns. Y'all remember that one? They used to be carved out of turnips, potatoes, and beets. Hip knowledge there. There's a traditional Halloween bread in Ireland. It's called barmbrack, or just brack. It's like brackish waters. Okay, anyway, brack. Ads. Okay, the sweet loaf typically contains dark and golden raisins, as well as a hidden ring or toy, similar to the classic king cake and Mardi Gras. Tradition dictates that the person who finds the item will come into good fortune in the coming year. That is, as long as they don't choke on the trinket. It's always Halloween, though, right? Tricks and treats. So, hey. Okay. Illinois produces 5 times more pumpkins than any other state. Candy corn was originally called chicken feed. Just like read the tops of them all. I feel like we know all of these already, y'all. Dang it. The fastest pumpkin carving ever took only 16.47 seconds. New York City we'll end on this one, I suppose. New York City throws the biggest Halloween parade in the US. I think we should all try it out one time. Although, if you all live where there is such a thing, I wanted to do it last night. No one was down. How was Mischief Night? Did y'all celebrate? Did you like participate in it? Did you get like hit with mischiefy things? Let me know. I think that's so cool. Although we discussed that it would make more sense to do it like the night after, so that way people don't turn their porch light off. Like they get all upset because their pumpkins were smashed and they're like, sorry, no candy for you, punk kids, lock their door type of a thing. I feel like November 1st would be a better Mischief Night. But do you participate? I would love to hear a tale. Thank you. Okay, so New York City. Okay, on an average year, the event draws more than 2 million spectators, includes thousands of participants joining in as the route winds through Greenwich Village. It begins in the brainchild of it all began as the brainchild of Greenwich Village resident and puppeteer Ralph Lee, who just wanted to have a whimsical walk from house to house for his kids and their pals. That's so cool. When a local theater got wind of it, they joined in and expanded the event. It's gotten bigger and more creative and more theatrical just about every year ever since. That's so cool. I love that. Okay. So, photos at the end. Thank you for sending them in. Like I said, there will be photos in the other video. We'll do crochet and tell for the other things, and then we'll do like a Crochetober crochet and tell. That's cool with y'all. I could smush them all together, I guess, too. I don't know. We'll do that. We'll do a voiceover so everything makes a little bit more sense. But trust me, it's cool. Might do a voiceover for the one tomorrow just so it makes more sense. But, okay. Halloween joke. What do owls say when they go trick-or-treating? Happy Halloween. Okay. Let's do one more. That's kind of cute. All right. What did the child say when they had to choose between their tricycle and candy? Trike or treat. All right. A little bit cheesy. So, because my beans have been spilled and you all know the facts of things, today is Halloween. It's the best day ever. The most magical time of the year. Sorry, Christmas. Nothing against you, Jesus, by any means. You're my main man. Do not even get me wrong. There's just something about Halloween. So, because it's Halloween, and there will be goblins and ghosts and creatures about. Perhaps you're out, I don't know, fresh from causing mischief. Perhaps you're out taking a kiddo trick-or-treating or just handing out candy. Heck, perhaps you're just sitting in your chair with your porch light off, watching movies, crocheting. Who could blame you? Whatever it is you're doing, I don't know, for whatever reason, may I suggest, just for myself, to you all, my spooktacular friends, don't go in the woods. Stay spooky, my friends.